If I make myself a student, so I'm in student view, this is what you guys see when you guys log on. You see home, you see module, you see announcements and grades. The office hours link is in announcements. If you click on grades, so this is just a made up student. It's not anyone in this class. If you click on grades over here, right here, do you guys see right here? Right here? This is your goal. This is your grade right here. And it even tells you the letter grade. So this is your current grade, and this is your percent. Again, this is just a made up student. It says test student. What I discovered today, though, which was pretty cool, is if you click on show all details right here, it will actually, let me see if it works. It will bring up all the comments I've ever written to you. It will show them all. Instead of clicking one by one, it shows you all the comments I've ever made to you. And if you go all the way to the bottom, it'll show you your grade again and then your breakdown. Like, are you missing Alex topics? Did you have bad grades on the test? What are you really struggling with? So here's the breakdown of your grade. If you want to know how I grade you in general, that's up here. This is assignments are weighted by groups. So Alex is 10% of your grade. Homework is 20%. Discussion questions is 5%. Assignments are 30% and tests are 30%, 35%. Now, I haven't given you homework and I haven't given you discussion questions. So these two are muted. They're like, they don't count against you and they don't count towards you because I haven't assigned anything. So your grade is based on Alex, classwork, and test. Okay, so you can see that. And that makes up 100% of your grade. But that doesn't mean that you have 100%. Your grade is up here. How did you earn that grade? Based on all of these assignments, what you've turned in, and at the very, 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 very bottom, it gives you a breakdown of your grades. Okay, that's how Canvas works. Just like that. Okay, kids? So let me leave. Let's see. All right. Yes, I'm recording this, so I will be posting it onto YouTube. We're good. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to go to notes. Okay. So take out your notebook. Now, for those of you who remember from the test last week, it's very important that you take the notes down and that you write down the dates, right? So here, my notebook, and I'm going to write today's date, which is 11/2/20. So everybody right now in class is writing the date down in your notebook, and you're going to copy down everything I write. Because on the test, I might go like, hey, on November 2nd, what was the first problem we did together? And then you would go here and you would literally just copy down the problem. And that's a test question. I'm testing to make sure that you're copying down the notes, what you're supposed to be doing
Miss
right
Melanie,
now. Yes.
do I have to send you a picture this after?
Excuse me?
Do I have to send you a picture this after? Do we have to send you a picture this
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be on the test. So I don't ask you for a picture. I just put it on the test. Be the same. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. All right. Solve one step multiplication and division equations is today's lesson. So that is our title for today because that's what we're going to be learning today. One step multiplication and division equation. So make sure that you write that in your notebook. All right. All right. So here's our new problem. We're going to have 5x is equal to 30. All right. So we wrote that down. Now, what we learned last week is that we want to get x by itself, right? So we want this x all by itself. Well, right now it is next to the 5. So the 5 is in the way and we have to get rid of it. Well, the first thing you have to do is draw your bars. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to do. When I check your work today, when you send me a picture of your work, I'm going to be checking that you're showing me the bars, okay? But Miss O'Malley, I want to, no. You're going to do it this way. But Miss O'Malley, nope. You're going to do it this way. Guys, I'm setting you up for higher math. And I know the type of problems you're going to be dealing with later on in life, like in a week from now. And you need to show your work like this, okay? There's no indoor buts about it. This way. All right. Now, this problem right here, 5x, what does it mean? Does it mean 5 plus x, 5 minus x, 5 times x, or 5 divided by x? What does this mean when it's together like this?
5 times x.
Very good. Good. So when it's together, I mean, there's no plus sign, there's no minus sign, there's no division, there's nothing there. So when it's squished together like this, it means multiplication. That means 5 times x. So what is the opposite of multiplying?
Divide.
Divide. Very good. So this is how you're going to show me that you're dividing. We draw the fraction bar. Did everybody know that the fraction bar really means division? It does. Maybe you didn't know that. You learned it today. Yeah. So we're going to divide by 5. We're going to divide by 5. So the fraction bar actually means division. So when you're showing me work tonight, this is what I want to see. So what's 5 divided by 5?
1.
So you're left with 1x, right? Because 5 divided by 5 is 1. But what we do is we don't write the 1. All we do is we write x. There is an invisible 1 right there, but we save our ink and we don't write it down. Equals, then on this side, we do the math. What's 30 divided by 5?
6.
6. That's my answer. But you need to show me the work. But Miss O'Malley, I can do this in my head. Fantastic. Breaking news. So can I. But I still show my work. Why? Because I know what's ahead in your math career, and you need to know how to show this simple work. So when it gets ridiculously hard, you rely on this work. Trust me when I say you need to show me work like this. 1, because I'm grading you on it. And 2, it will help you in the future. It will help you when you're a senior in high school. It will help you to know how to show work. Trust me. All right. So what if I have 4m is equal to 32? Again, what does it mean when they're next to each other? It means to multiply, right? This means 4 times m. I want m by itself. So that means I got to move this 4. It's in the way. How do I move it? Mathematically, how do I move it?
Move it down.
Okay. If I do this, do you think I'm going to give you credit for it?
No.
No.
Divide.
Yes, you have to tell me what you're doing. All right. If you write it like this and you go, oh, Miss O'Malley, look, my answer is that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, I won't give you credit for this. But Miss O'Malley, it's the right answer. Yeah, but what are you missing? You're missing telling me, are you adding 4? Are you subtracting 4? Are you multiplying 4? Are you dividing by 4? What are you doing? Oh, Miss O'Malley, I didn't tell you, did I? I'm like, no, you didn't. So what are you missing? You're missing the division sign. If you don't tell me what you're doing to this number, I won't give you credit. But Miss O'Malley, my answer is right. Fantastic. But I need you to show me the work. Please. So this line means division. So divide by 4, 32 divided by 4 is 8. Does everybody understand that? Again, honestly, the math is not hard, right? 32 divided by 4 hopefully is not terribly difficult for you. I'm giving you these easy problems again, so we practice showing the work. I sound like a broken record. I apologize, but it is what it is. Okay, what if I give you a funky looking problem like this? Ooh, what do you do now?
Wait, if you put it like that, can we switch it? Like if we don't understand it like that, or do we
You
have to
could,
do it like
you if you want to switch these around, you can. Just make sure if there's like negatives, bring them over. But you want to make sure you bring your bars. And if you keep it like this, you still want to get the variable by itself. You're going to have a couple of problems like this for tonight's work right now, or today's work. You're still going to move the number that's next to the variable. So even though we flop this around, you're going to divide, and you take the number that's next to the variable. You don't move the 10. The 10's fine. You move the number that's next to the variable. So I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to divide by 2. So what is y equal to?
5.
Thank you.
We're done?
We're done with this part. Just making sure everyone's catching up. All right. Now we're going to go to the next operation, which looks like this. X divided by 5 equals 10. So x divided by 5. So remember, I just taught you that this bar means division, So here we're taking this unknown number and dividing it by 5. Cool. Again, your goal is to get x by itself. So we're going to draw the bars. And what's the opposite of division?
Multiplication. Multiplication.
Very good, guys. So here's how you're going to show work for multiplication. You're going to draw your parentheses and put the number inside. Draw parentheses and the number inside. So when you draw these parentheses and put this number inside, it means to multiply. It means to multiply.
The next is
Okay,
Yeah.
Emmanuel, we got a lot of background noise, Emmanuel, today.
I know.
We gotta, if you're not saying anything, we gotta mute you. Okay, so this right here, it gives you 1 again. So we're gonna cancel it out. We have x equals, what's 10 times 5?
50.
50. And you're done. A lot of my students make the mistake of thinking, oh, I have to divide by 5. Oh, I have to do 10 divided by 5, so my answer is 2. And I go, okay, well, if your answer is 2, can you plug it in? 2 divided by 5, does that give you 10? No. But if I have 50, if I plug it back to x, what's 50 divided by 5?
10.
10. Oh, that checks out. Yes, I did it correctly. So if you ever want to know if your answer is correct, you just plug it back in. Some of my students look at this and they think the answer is 2. They go, oh yeah, 10 divided by 5, that's 2. But when we plug it in, it's like, uh-oh, I don't get 10 here, right? So this is just showing you how you can check your work. All right, let's do another one. What if I have x divided by 7 equals 3? X divided by 7 equals 3. So we're going to draw the bars, right? So how do I get x by itself? What do I have to do?
Put the 7 in parentheses.
Put the 7 in parentheses, and those parentheses means that you're multiplying. You always have to do the opposite operation. So if this is division, the opposite is to multiply. What happens here is they get eliminated. It equals 1, but we don't write the 1. So I just say it's eliminated. It really didn't get eliminated. It equals 1. So we write x equals, and then we do the math on this side. What's 3 times 7?
21.
21. And you're done. Is it the same thing if it's on the other side? What if I have 4 is equal to x over 5? Are you still going to be doing the same thing? Yes. The only difference is what number do you move? Do you move the 4 or do you move the 5? Which number do I move, guys? The 4 or the 5?
The 5 in parentheses.
Yep. Very good, Jason. Thank you. The 5. So even though this one's written like opposite, backwards, you're still going to move the number next to the variable. Whatever number that is, that's the one you move it. So you have x is equal to 20. All right. On to today's group work, you're going to have all the different operations. So let's do them together right now. If it says x plus 2 equals 4. How do you solve this problem? X plus 2 equals 4. What work do you show?
Subtraction.
Subtract. And what number am I going to subtract?
2.
2. Very good. So what is X equal to?
2.
2. Okay. Again, is the math hard? No, I'm just using this to show you how to show work. Okay, what if it's X minus 2 equals 4? How would you show me work?
Add.
Add. What number?
2. 2.
So notice that I'm putting plus 2 on both sides. Okay, so I'm left with X equals, what's 4 plus 2?
6.
Done. Okay, so when you have a problem that has a minus, you're going to do an addition sign. Now, 2 more problems. What if it's 2x equals 4? How do I show work for 2x equals 4? How do I get x by itself? This is what we learned at the beginning of the period. So if 2x
Divide.
divide by 2, divide by 2, we're left with x equals 2. Now, one last problem. What if it looks like a fraction? What if it looks like a fraction? X divided by 2 equals 4. So how do I move the 2?
Multiply.
Thank you. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. So we have x equals 8. So I just did 4 problems with you. They all have the same numbers, right? 2 and 4, 2 and 4. I did all 4 operations and I showed you exactly how to show work for each operation. This, if you turn this in and you show this work, you'll get full credit. Okay. Right now, when we're working in groups, the adults in the class, Miss Salim, Ms. Rojas, and myself will be checking your answers. I will be checking your work later. Do you guys understand that? So right now in class, we make sure your answers are correct. And then I, your teacher, will be checking to make sure that your work is correct. That's later. Now, some of you, you'll turn in your notebook and this is what you'll do. You'll go x equals 10, x equals 50, x equals 1, x equals 5. Now, if you do this, now all the answers are correct. How many points do you think you get if you turn in a picture of this?
0.
0.
Thank you. So you have really gotten to know me, right? You understand that if you just take a picture of your notes, take a picture of just your answers like this, you don't get any points. But Miss O'Malley, they're all right. Yeah, I'm not checking that. I'm checking the work. Does everybody understand that? I mean, today I really pushed the idea of showing your work 3,000%, 3,000 times, I should say.